come from behind victory in Southeast Oklahoma.
Yeah, definitely a huge win for us, no doubt. I mean, to be able to go on the road, obviously got a little bit of revenge what they did to us over here last year, scoring with 16 seconds on the clock against us. A game we thought we should have won last year, but we felt like Southeast had a good football team going in. I know they were very confident about their abilities too. Had a great win against A&M Commerce, 31-6 first game. Really impressive for them. For us to be able to go on the road and overcome the obstacles we overcame. We threw 2 picks. We put 1 on the ground. To be able to overcome that and get a win, that's huge for our football team. Where, in years past, it might not have got done. We're showing signs of really having some real good qualities with this football team.
All right, let's talk about what really changed the momentum of the game. You had several touchdowns in the last 17 minutes.
Yeah, obviously the punt block was huge. I think the first one, I think he was a bad snap, and the guy tried to run with it, and he kicked it, and it didn't go anywhere, and we got it, so that was huge, and we got points out of that, and then we came back and blocked a punt and ran it in for a touchdown. That's obviously, those are game changers right there. Anytime you can get blocks in the kicking game or any forms of turnovers from them, that's huge. We'd given them enough. We muffed a punt early in the game. They got it inside our 10-yard line. Our defense did a great job to go out and stop them. Held them to 3 points, but we went in at halftime. The game was even. Came back, and they jumped on us a little bit in the second half, but we were able to turn the tide with some big plays like the block punt.
Right. Now, talk about the confidence this instills in your team.
Oh, anytime you win, it's confidence. I mean, it's huge. I mean, nobody ever asks teams after the season's over, about games that they struggled in. They really don't. I mean, you look at Alabama last year winning a national championship, and if you really went back and analyzed their season, how many games went down to the wire for them? I mean, any championship team I've ever been a part of, you're going to have games that go down the wire. You're going to have a goal line stand. You're going to have to come from behind. And that's going to happen. For us to be able to go on the road and overcome the obstacles we had to against what's a pretty good football team, and to be able to do that's good signs for your football team in the future here.
All right, what are you working on this week?
Obviously, you're trying to eliminate the mistakes we made. I really thought we struggled in the passing game Saturday. Our running game offensively was very solid. Mark had an outstanding game, rushed for 140 plus on 27 carries. I don't want him carrying the ball 27 times. I really don't. That's too many for one guy to carry. We need to be able to spread it around more. Again, we struggled a little bit in the passing game. Some of that was what they had to do with it, and some of it was our self-inflicted. So we got to fix some of that. Defensively, I thought we, for the most part, were really sound against the run. Gave up some long balls on some mental mistakes, and those are the things you got to correct in the back end. When you make a mistake in the secondary, it's just magnified. Everybody sees it. They know who made the mistake. There he is. He's the one that did it, and it was a touchdown. On a long pass. They got a 70-yard touchdown pass against us. Shouldn't happen. I mean, a guy was there, but he wasn't close enough, and so those are the things you got to eliminate. Just keep getting better at the small things, and we're expecting big things out of this football team.
All right, talk about this weekend coming up.
Well, we went over to Southwest last year, played a relatively good game against them, and got us a nice win over there last year. I think they're an improved football team. I think they're improved in several areas. I mean, their quarterback's back. He's a thrower. They can throw it all over the place. I think they threw it 50+ times last weekend. Anytime you play a team that throws it that many times, that's scary. Because when they're throwing it that many times and they're winning, that's what they want to do. I mean, obviously, if you're behind, you may throw a lot just trying to catch up, but that wasn't the case this last weekend. So they threw it 50+ times against East Central, got a nice win against East Central Oklahoma. Obviously, a big rival of theirs for many years back in the OIC days, but we've got to work on containing their quarterback. We can't let them get out of the pocket. We got to keep the ball up in front of us defensively, offensively. Again, we got to get better in our passing game, more sound in our passing game, a little more higher percentage in our passing game, and continue to take care of the football. So Southwest presents some problems there, because they are really sound on defense, and it'll be a big challenge for us. So we have a lot of respect for their football team, what they've done over there, and what they're doing. You can see their program getting better.
It should be a good show for the home crowd.
Should be. I mean, it's been a long time since Southern Arkansas has been 2-0. Coming home for the first game, family day. We should have a great crowd. Looking for an exciting atmosphere, and really should be a really good football game. Two good teams. Obviously they're coming in here on an upbeat, beating East Central. They're 1-1. They lost to Stephen F. Austin the first game of the year, which, in most cases when you go play a 1AA program, you expect that. But they did play them pretty tough for the most part. But the big win against East Central's big. Us coming in 2-0, that's huge. So second conference game, our next step, and it should be an exciting football game. We're looking forward to it.
All right, Coach, we'll see you there.
All right.
Thank you.
Can't wait.